right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to, damn, I almost said the wrong show. The ASAP Afternoon Blitz, Friday, March 17th, 2023. I was almost ahead of myself. I was doing easy money already. But got a lot going on with NFL free agency. March Madness had some big upsets day one. Got some, I think, 16 more games today. And I'm joined by Jay McLovin and Frankie Cruz. How's it going, Jay?
Oh, it's going well, sir. It's going well. Now that Orlando Brown Jr. is over there, is going to take up that left tackle spot in Cincinnati. It's going to free up Jonah Williams, who now has asked for a trade. Hint, hint, Cowboys. Hint, hint, Jerry Jones. Hint, hint, we need offensive freaking linemen. Could you make a damn splash and go get the son of a bitch and put him in the damn lineup, please? Freaking please. I don't ask much, Jerry. I don't ask much. You know, let all these people come and go. I don't have. Please go get damn Joe. No, go get Williams, please.
I heard the Commanders are going to pick him up just so the Cowboys can't.
You know what, man? I'll do it with my hands. I'll do it with my hands. I don't know, man. Fuck. Anybody got some lubrication? I need some lubrication.
How's it going, Frankie?
What is going on, boys? I'm having a fantastic Friday. As I was sleeping in a beautiful dream that I had of seeing the Patriots just get more talent, I wake up and I get breaking news that the New England Patriots have went on and signed tight end Mike Gesicki. I am super, super happy today. It couldn't be more of an amazing Friday to get Mike Gesicki onto the New England Patriots. And for all of you who know, this is a man that was with the Miami Dolphins, and now he's coming over to the right side of town in Foxborough. And we have a gritty, literally a gritty town going on with both Mike Gesicki and Mac Jones. And then now Juju Smith-Schuster with the TikTok. We're going to be a sensational social media team now.
You know, hey, real quick, Anthony Price chimes in and says, who's talking about my Washington? Anthony Price, I don't know if you saw this earlier or not, but recent reports from Ian Rappaport, I believe, or somebody had put it out, I think I saw, where they got a sponsor. Now that old boy is selling the team, the Commanders are taking sponsorships, and I heard the first one was Massengill. I heard that Massengill is going to sponsor them, and they're going to put out some amazing douchers. If you don't know what Massengill, Gonzo, it's an old school thing. You squeeze a little pump, it goes into the vagina, and it makes it all smell not like fish.
You know what it is, Jay.
Oh God, Freaky Friday, everybody! Just a
Hey, listen, it is. No, I can't say it on there. But Frankie, you saw what I put in the group chat off the clearance rack, right?
Yep.
Man, I tell you when Walmart puts that on the clearance rack, you know this is the best damn country in the world.
It made me feel a little sad for you, Jay, but congratulations.
Yeah, Miami really did not use Gesicki. Frankie, and I'm kind of curious about that. So Gesicki kind of disappeared over there in Miami. Do you think he might disappear as well over there with Mac Jones?
No, I don't.
I know he's got the connections there, but
not just the connections, Jay, but because everyone knows what Mike Gesicki has done for the Miami Dolphins, and the reason why he didn't show up last year, and I can tell you guys simply this: Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. That is the exact reason why Mike Gesicki was not showing up. When you have both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle on your team, there's no need to throw to Mike Gesicki. I mean, it'll be smart enough to throw to your tight end, but we've seen Mike Gesicki throughout last year get multiple touchdowns from 15 yards within the red zone. So. I feel this would be a great situation for Mike Gesicki to come in and fill in that role that Jonnu Smith was supposed to do.
Let me ask you this. What I'm taking away from what you're saying is, I'm sorry, Gonzo, my bad.
I just want to say one thing real quick. Another thing about Gesicki, I don't think as much as Miami didn't use him last year, they used him more as a blocking tight end last year because he's so good at blocking in the run game.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking too. And let me ask you this: if let's say we all know how great of a tight end Gronkowski was. If you put Gronkowski over there with Waddle and you know what I'm talking about, will he get lost over there as well? Do you think in the shuffle?
No, because they'll do the same thing to Gronkowski, what they did to Gesicki. Because
No, that's what I'm saying.
also
No, I'm saying is when if Gronk was to be on this with Tyreek killing them, do you think that Gronk would not be Gronk, that he would have gotten lost in that shuffle as well?
I don't think so because Gronk is such a good blocker. They're going to use him in the run game, but he's so dominant as a receiver that he's going to be like Kelsey. No matter who you have at receiver, he's still going to be one of your number one option.
Well, let's be real, Chris. Don't ever say it like that. All right, Kelsey wants to be like Gronk. All right, don't get it twisted. All right.
I don't know, man. Hey, Kelsey don't get hurt as much as Gronk. Gronk's a hell of a tight end, but man, you got to admit that bad back really kind of hampered his career. I think he could have done so much more had he been able to stay healthy with that back, because he missed a lot of time with that back for a while.
It wasn't just the back either. He had a forearm injury as well that took him out for a while.
That's true. He did have that forearm injury.
That's what made him come out looking like a RoboCop with that big arm thing that he was wearing.
But what I hear you saying though is when Gesicki comes to the Patriots, because y'all have a, let's just say, less than lackluster quarter or wide receiver situation, that Gesicki will take advantage of that.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say?
So because you have a less than lackluster wide receiver thing over there going on, that you think Gesicki can come in and take some of those catches away?
No, I wouldn't say we have a lackluster wide receiver. I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster and Devontae Parker, I think they'll be good and they'll get some good catches. But I do expect Mike Gesicki to also get a lot of targets as well, because like you said a little while ago, he has a good connection with Bill O'Brien. Back when Bill O'Brien was head coach at Penn State, he actually brought Gesicki in.
And hey, Frankie, don't take that as, I'm not trying to be disrespectful about your Patriots. Because no, what I'm saying is, I mean, I think like Parker, Smith-Schuster, they fit right in with the style of wide receiver that pretty much, New England has become accustomed to. They're not really accustomed to the Randy Mosses and the Antonio Browns and stuff like that. They're more accustomed to, I don't want to say they're number twos, but they're not, they're a little bit less, they're just kind of right underneath I would call them a hybrid, kind of in between 2 and 1. You know what I'm saying? Where you get those kind of guys, where you bring in that tight end that's big and flashy, and that's kind of who gets the majority of the focus, and then the other guys kind of feed off of that.
I could, and Jay, I wasn't trying to, point out that you were, trash talking my team earlier, whatever like that. Like, I know where you're getting to, and I do agree with you. Devontae Parker, he kind of does look like a number 2 right now. He used to be a number 1 wide receiver, but age is catching up to him, injuries catch up to him, and now he's looking as a number 2 wide receiver. And Juju Smith-Schuster is just that slot receiver to just fill in a hole.
But you know what, though? But to be honest, Frankie, it's almost the same kind of makeup, as what the Chiefs had, right? You had the big, Kelsey, just like that, they had the big Gronkowski, and then you put supplemental role player wide receivers in with those guys, and it works. It works. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, it works.
Yeah, and I think what Bill Belichick is trying to do, because both, Hunter Henry's a great tight end in my eyes. And Mike Gesicki, he's the one guy that literally every time we play the Dolphins, I was worried about, because that dude is huge and he can catch, passes really great. I think what Bill Belichick is trying to do right now is he's trying to build up a new Patriots team, but in the regime of being the old Patriots squad, where Tom Brady had both, Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez. I think that's what Bill Belichick is trying to do, because once Aaron Hernandez, got guilty of doing the charges that he did with the murdering and got released from the Patriots organization, from then on, there was no other second good tight end that we had. I mean, we've been dealing with second tier tight ends that barely had any playing time, because they had that connection between Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady. And I think that's what Bill Belichick is trying to do. He's trying to re-ramp that up and bringing in the 2 tight end set with Mac Jones to have both Gesicki now and Hunter Henry.
Jay McLovin. What's going on, y'all?
You could play that game. Fuck. Hey, But Frankie, let me ask you, and Rob, please. Right now we're talking about Gesicki coming over to New England and helping them out. We were talking about the dynamic of having a great tight end with, mid-level, or let's just call them role player wide receivers, how the Chiefs made it work. The New England Patriots have made it work for a long time, even when Gronkowski had Edelman, Walter, and all those guys. My question is this, guys. And really, it's more to what Anthony Price is saying, right? He's saying, not to be funny, but didn't you guys pick up 2 tight ends last year? Well, obviously, one of them got let go and got picked up over there with, I forget who it was, doesn't matter. And then you have Hunter Henry left over there. My question is this. We know Hunter Henry is a pretty good tight end. What does Gesicki, though, now that you bring in this big star Gesicki, what is that going to mean for Hunter Henry and his production? Will his value to the team go down?
It's not going to go down, Jay, just because over the years he's been showing out that he can catch the balls well for Mac Jones when he goes down the field. And I think when we have those 2 tight end sets, you're going to have Mike Gesicki at some points be that blocking guy that Chris announced earlier in the show. That the way Miami used him last year was just being the blocking tight end to give Mac Jones some extra time. I think that's what he's going to do. And while Hunter Henry will get some of the reps on being downfield more, but I think they're going to be switching it out here and there most of the season because Hunter Henry is also a good tight end blocking person as well to protect Mac Jones. And just to answer Anthony Price real quick, I mean, I understand what you're trying to say. And yeah, we did have 2 good tight ends last year, but Jonnu Smith didn't show up for the 2 years we had him. We signed him for a 4-year deal, and he did not show up for those 2 years that we had him. We thought we were going to get the Jonnu Smith of the Tennessee Titans, and we didn't. I mean, the man literally had a total of 2 touchdowns last year, probably a total of 3 touchdowns within the 2 years of being with New England. So, I mean, that comes into the factor with Bill Belichick. If you're not putting up high numbers and you just get injured a lot, and just not doing what you got to do on the field, he's going to trade you, which is why he got traded for a 7th-round pick. I mean, this is a guy, Jay, Rob, Chris, this is a guy in the Tennessee Titans who was literally so good that he had a 4-year deal getting so much money from the Patriots, and you just got traded to the shittiest team in Atlantic Falcons for a 7th
question.
round pick.
I'm glad you brought that up, Frankie. I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask Rob about that as well. Rob, so Jonnu Smith, like Frankie said, is coming off injury, only to go to the Falcons, who already have Pitts, and Pitts is coming off of an injury. Let me ask you this. I have seen reports where Pitts could be the odd man out, and that maybe Jonnu Smith is the guy to come in. What do you think about that? Do you think Pitts is the odd man out, or do you think he stays? Because I've heard Frankie, I kid you not, I have heard some people out there that are crying for the Cowboys to go, because they're letting go of Schultz to go grab Pitts, and I'm like, I don't know if I want Pitts because he is kind of injury prone, but Rob Scott, man, who's the odd man out, or do they make it work with both of them?
I think at this point you keep both of them. What harm?
Yeah.
What harm does it do? I mean, if they do let go of Pitts, if I'm the Cowboys, what do you have to lose?
Hey, and let me ask you this, Rob. Since Anthony puts it up there, because that's not a bad idea. Why not move him and make him play slot wide receiver? As big as he is, man, that guy can go over the middle and catch a ton of passes.
Or you just run a 2 tight end set.
You're right. Or you just run a 2 tight end set.
Just run the 2
yeah,
tight
you're
end
right.
set.
You're right.
I think that's gonna work for the Patriots too. Like you said, they still got Hunter Henry. Now you bring in Mike Gesicki, who had pretty good years with the Dolphins. So you bring him in now, and he, the Patriots like to run. Even though we know that's not Tom Brady back there throwing the ball, I still give Mac Jones a chance. I think we saw enough progression from Mac Jones in previous years that he can get the job done. I think last year he just didn't get any help from the offensive calling side of the ball. And not to mention he didn't have no talent. Now you got him. Didn't they just get Juju? They got Juju Smith-Schuster now. Now if you could possibly bring in an Odell Beckham Jr., I think you got something brewing over there in that Patriots offense.
But does Odell, I think he wants to, and Frankie, again, not a diss on your team, man, but you guys still have a long way to go before you get to the levels of the Bills, Chiefs, anything like that. I mean, you just do. You still have, you have still a little bit more growing to do in that
just
team.
have to bring some talent in.
No, I get that. But do you think Odell is going to go to a team that may or may not make it deep in the playoffs when he could go to a team like the Jets with Washington, who have let's just be honest, the Jets have a little bit better shot than the Patriots do, especially with
I think with Odell Beckham Jr., it's about the money at this point.
The money.
That's a good point. And Frankie, I think your Patriots do have a pretty good cap space there. What we got about $23 million, something like that down that direction.
Yeah, we're about 20 to 22 million in cap space left.
Yeah, y'all can make a play on it.
There's that beautiful face. What's up, Gonzo?
Hey, how's it going,
but
Ron?
The thing is I don't want, honestly, and I said this yesterday, I wouldn't mind having Odell Beckham Jr. The one thing to me is he going to be consistent every week? Is he going to be there? Do I have to worry about, okay, this guy is looking amazing the first 4 to 6 weeks, but then is he going to get injured week 7? Is he going to get hurt week 8? When is this guy going to end up being hurt at a time where we're going to, really need him? That's the one thing that comes to mind with Odell Beckham Jr. And I wouldn't mind him coming to the Patriots, but and like I said this yesterday, if he comes to the Patriots, I still don't think that will be enough. I still think the Patriots need to make another.
Absolutely, it's not going to be enough because, Anthony Price says, look, Odell is not enough. You can't play Odell that many snaps like he used to be able to. His body just can't handle that. You got to use Odell. I would say about 20 to 30% of the. I would say about 20 to 30% of the snaps, and that's about as far as I push him. You know what I'm saying? Because those knees, I don't go beyond the 30%.
Honestly, you're right.
This is a real good answer for Anthony Price.
You look at the success he had with the Los Angeles Rams. He had that success because you have Cooper Kupp,
right?
Not only that, Rob. When you have Odell Beckham Jr. on your team, it doesn't matter who or where he goes, right? If you have Odell Beckham Jr. on your team, coaches and defensive coaches are going to look at that and say, we have to double team Odell because no matter what.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost like you use Odell Beckham not as your number one, but you use Odell Beckham as a decoy. You know what I'm saying? Because like Frankie said, he's going to draw the double teams or whatever. So let him be the decoy for what you're really trying to do.
So fast drawing away the decoys, you're giving your safety and you're giving a corner to Odell Beckham Jr. And then Mac Jones, I've been watching him for the last 2 years and stuff like that. He likes to do short passes. You do a short pass to Juju Smith-Schuster and you have those two players deep down the field, you got Juju Smith-Schuster right there getting you a couple, maybe 15, 20 yards.
Well, at that point, it's a combination of Smith-Schuster and Gesicki at that point.
Exactly.
And then you may even throw to your running back every now and then.
Only thing with OBJ, I don't think I'd give him the $20 million a year.
Oh hell no!
And that's what I'm saying.
Hell no!
He's going to a team that's going to get close to that number. I don't think he really cares.
What idiots they are! I will tell you this.
You might have a team desperate enough to throw him 15.
Good God, they would never give that boy $20 million.
You might have a team desperate enough to throw 12 or 15.
You have to be, man. You'd have to be eating sand thinking it was the water.
I just want to troll Frankie a little bit.
Oh yeah, troll the crap. Hey, no, troll Frank. Oh yeah, baby.
That's not gonna troll me. You're basically trolling yourself. But
oh no, he's trolling you. He's saying, man, look, we went from bullshit to meteoric rise with all these draft picks and free agents, and you're doing.
That's not trolling.
You're well.
Hold on.
He's trolling a little bit. Look at him. He got that side troll. Hey, Rob Scott got that side lean. You see how he leaning to the side right now?
Back up from the mic a minute, and let me tell you why he's not trolling. Because this was expected of the Bears for having the number 1 overall cap space. This is expected. Any team that has the number 1
I can't say it was expected from the Bears because
it was expected
in previous years.
Well,
under pace. They made a lot of questionable decisions, but thank God for Ryan Poles. Thank God
he's been making a splash.
Ryan Poles.
But when I seen that the Bears had the number 1 cap space and I seen how much they had, I actually went to Mike and I said, "Yo, you guys are gonna make a splash next year because when teams have that much money, to just throw around, and you see all these free agent talents that are going on the board. You're gonna get those people. No matter how much you're gonna give them, you're gonna get them. So like that's expected of the Bears. So he's not trolling me. If anything, he's trolling you, Jay, because he's signing people. I'm signing people. The Jerry Jones ain't signing nobody. So he
That's
ain't
not
trolling
true.
me.
That's not true.
Gilmore.
We signed Lattimore. We talking about?
Hold on.
Or
He's
Gilmore, I
NFC
mean. Gilmore. We got Gilmore.
Oh, my God. Gilmore hasn't been the same since he won Defensive Player of the Year back in 2019.
Hey, you ain't been the same since high school either. Be quiet.
Shut that up. If anything, like I said, he's not trolling me. He's trolling you. You want to know why? Because the Bears are an NFC team. An NFC
That's true.
NFC
That's
team.
true. Hey, listen.
Team.
Well, they're NFC North. I mean, if anybody's trolling, he might be trolling Detroit. He might be trolling Detroit.
Baby. Detroit.
Hey, listen.
Detroit.
Hey, to make it out of the North, hey, you know it's going to be hard.
That was stupid.
Nah.
That was dumb. You let go of your touchdown machine. That was their touchdown machine. I started.
Oh, and you talking about Jamal Williams?
Yes, that was stupid.
I don't know. I think David Montgomery will step in there and do all right. I think David Montgomery will do all right.
That's what people not talking about. I think the Saints gonna be pretty good. I think the Saints are gonna be pretty good because I'm not saying Derek Carr is a life changer, but you go from what was Nick Foles? You go from that to Derek Carr. Now you bring in a Jamal Williams, and they got some decent receivers. And one thing the Saints have always had on their calling card was defense. You keep that. The Saints about to turn up this year.
I don't trust Dennis Allen as the coach. He's been terrible as a head coach.
Yeah, they definitely miss my boy. Hey, didn't he just get a job now?
Sean Payton?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos, they might turn up too.
And the Broncos took Stidham as his backup from the Raiders.
I mean, you got to take somebody because if Russell Wilson play, I'm giving you 3 games, bro.
He said 3 games.
You got 3 games to wow me because after how you played last year, trash.
Yeah.
The Saints.
Oh my God! If Kamara could just stay out of trouble and keep his abilities on the field with having Kamara and Williams, that could be a really good combo in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just that. They went and wasted $10 million of money to keep Michael Thomas. What if that man?
I don't know why you want to keep Michael Thomas. That dude don't even play anymore. He's like the Ben Simmons of the NFL.
No, he's like the.
Why do you waste $10 million on someone that can get injured in week 2? You could waste $10
Every time
million
you look up,
on
that
someone
man
else.
hurt. It's like you get excited.
But how much of it is him really being hurt, and how much of it is maybe he's just kind of faking it a little bit?
I remember last year people were excited. Oh, Michael Thomas is back, and you looked up, he was gone. I was like, damn. That man knows.
Hey, but you don't think Michael Thomas is maybe faking a little bit of that, trying to get a trade somewhere?
You got to clear doctors. If doctors,
well, that's true. Well, that's true. You're right. You're right.
You know, that's why they pay them doctors. If the doctor come back and tell a coach and the owner that man can play, and you talking about you hurt, that's why Antonio Brown had his little diva moment because he said he was hurt, and the doctor said no, he can play.
Oh, I know. I remember that. I remember that crazy.
Jay, if Michael Thomas was doing that, he would have just told the Saints, no, I'm not coming back. And then he could have just went and signed with the Broncos to go back and reunite with Sean Payton.
Well, that's true. I mean, that's a good point as well. God, I mean, he would love to play with Sean Payton. I don't know why he wouldn't try to. God.
Dang, Chris, why they trolling you? They trolling you, Chris, in the comments.
Oh, I saw
it. No, Damian,
y'all a-holes. I purposely went and got a very nice lineup today, and nobody said, "Hey, Jay, man, you're looking pretty good over there, man. We ain't seen your bald head in a hot minute." But you know what? None of y'all said that shit. All you motherfuckers can go to
because hell. We know you so well. We know you so well. When you come in here with no hat, we know you got a fresh
right.
hat.
When you ain't had that hat on, I saw you already. You looking real dapper up there.
I'm about to say, you better say something, man, because damn it, I wished you a happy birthday, and I don't tell nobody on Facebook happy birthday.
It wasn't my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, no. In the past, no. I understand your wife had her birthday and things like that, but when you did have your birthday, I told you, I reached out and I said, "Rob Scott, happy birthday." You even liked it, or you put the little heart emoji. I thought we were like best buddies at that point.
I loved it, Jay.
Jerry, you
It's
feel
just saying, man. You know, there's people in this life that I just love to see every day, and Frankie's not one of them. That's why he's covered up. But people like Gonzo and yourself and Tony, I love you guys. You know, I love you guys. Damn. By the way, he knows. Frankie knows I love his ass. That's why I'm the god. That's why I'm the god uncle to his children.
Yeah, Jay is hilarious.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Puerto Rican girls with a white uncle. That's
Jay's actually right. I hate looking at Jay's face all the time too, which is why I talk to Mel more than I talk to Jay.
He does. You know what? Hey, you know what? And the sad part is, Mel will tell me. She's like, "Yeah, I talked to Frankie the other day." Oh, really? Oh, okay. But to be honest, though, Frankie is nicer, and he is very soft on the eyes. So
soft in the eyes, but rude in the mouth.
Damn right. Oh shit! I didn't know about touching that. You can't make me touch. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Rob, I got to ask you this. And Frankie, everybody chime in on this because man, I tell you, last night I was a little nervous with the way Houston was playing North Kentucky, but then I realized. You know, Sasser, you know, he's got this groin injury, and Shed, his replacement, has got like some kind of knee issue going on. So now that's got me thinking, I think that's why they lost the tourney, is because he was having that groin injury in the tourney. And now I'm thinking, like, well, damn, what's Houston's realistic chance? I know it's next man up, but when when Shed is down and Wasser, whatever his name, he's down. Thank you. Yeah, when he's down, I mean that's like your two main point guards. It's like, what do we? I don't know, man. What do you think for Houston? Do you think they still have a realistic? Because they got to play in them. What?
To answer your question, Jay, I think Houston made a mistake.
Wow.
I think Houston made a mistake last night by playing. I can't think of his name.
I think so too. You're going to be against number 16 Colgate.
Well, not just that. You set him out the conference tournament championship game, and you end up losing that game. But you set him out because of that. Why not give him at least last night off? Not even gave him maybe Saturday off, and then bring him back because a hamstring it ain't going or groin ain't going to heal in 3 days.
Hell nah.
No, I know, and that's my point. That's a good point. And I felt like they could have rode Shed or whatever,
anyway,
or even
it don't matter anyway because Duke gonna win it all.
And now he might have messed it up.
Hush your mouth over there, sir. You hush your damn mouth.
It don't matter anyway. Duke about to win it all, baby.
Man, you know what? A team that I haven't heard a lot from in a long time is Georgetown. I'd like to see Georgetown get back in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just let go of Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, Patrick's out the door. He's gonna have to go find him another job.
Yeah.
Hey,
how cool is that though to coach at your alma mater though? That's pretty cool though.
It is. What'd you say, Frankie?
Alabama looking tough. Don't sleep.
Yeah, Alabama tough. I caught that game. Alabama tough.
Hey, by show of hands, real quick, who's gonna go see Air March 23rd when it comes out? Man,
guess what? They are.
I'll be right there at that shit.
You gonna see what now?
I'm gonna go see Air.
Oh yeah, I want.
You know what I'm talking about? The Michael Jordan flick.
Yeah,
It's got Affleck and Matt Damon in it.
They got
they got a whole squad of people in there.
Oh my god, I can't think of her name.
I think Marlon Wayans is in it, but I'm not sure.
Wow, Chris Tucker.
Oh, Chris Tucker. That's who it was. Chris Tucker. You're right. I don't know, man. It's gonna be good. I can't wait to see it. I mean, I'm hoping it should be fairly accurate. So hopefully it's fairly accurate.
I think it's gonna be pretty good, and it's again, it just shows you about that gamble. Taking a risk on a superstar. People say what they want about Michael Jordan, what he did for Nike. Making them the
he is Nike. Brand. No, Jordan is Nike.
Jordan is Jordan, but he also
Jordan's Nike.
Jordan's
Jordan's Nike.
Hey, Jay, let me just tell you, as a person who likes to dabble in Jordans every now and then, sometimes you buy a box, it don't got nothing Nike on the box. It's all Jordan. That's what I'm saying, man. That man is so big. He is a brand. It's like Jordan.
Oh no, absolutely. But I'm saying he's Nike because if it wasn't for Jordan, Nike wouldn't be.
There'll be nothing. There'll be nothing.
Yeah, Jordan. I'm saying Jordan, man. Hey, That's how you know you badass. When you single-handedly save a damn or make a company the company that it is, and it's the biggest conglomerate out there.
I'm trying to think of that woman's name, and I cannot think of her name.
Speaking of Jordan, how you guys feel about Michael Jordan selling his
Viola Davis? She in the movie too. She plays Michael Jordan's mother.
Oh, nice. I saw that.
Feel?
Yeah, he's gonna sell the shares. And essentially enough, one of the guys in the group is actually one of the minority owners of the Atlanta Hawks. So I guess he's gonna obviously have to sell his shares to make it work. But I thought that was interesting.
I think maybe he just, sometimes just get tired of stuff. And he's made Charlotte more profitable than what it was. I mean, you say
did he really? I mean, no, come on.
Yes, he did.
I love Jordan.
People was going to the game just to go see that man,
bro. But honestly, is Charlotte really any further along than?
I'm talking about dollar-wise, Jay. I'm not talking about.
Well, yeah, I can see dollar-wise.
I'm talking about when he bought them, and they used to be the Bobcats, the attendance and everything. It is up.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good. I understand
what you're saying. If he sells the team, he's gonna make $1 off of it, and not to mention,
is Charlotte ever really gonna do anything?
That doesn't really care. This man, I just found out Michael Jordan owns a fishing team. Like this dude,
Michael Jordan, no, he owns more than just a fishing team, dude. That dude got a damn NASCAR team. NASCAR.
Bubba Wallace, baby.
He doesn't care. That man is making money.
Hey, listen, though, he could get a better driver than Bubba. Nothing against Bubba Wallace. Well, I hate Bubba Wallace is a terrible driver. He's a terrible driver. I'm all for the cause of bringing African Americans into the driving community. Trust me. But I'm just saying, Bubba Wallace ain't the best driver out there.
Don't apologize, dude. Hey,
dude, I'm just saying, there's better drivers than Bubba Wallace. Bro, if you're connected to the Jordan brand, you should be the best.
I don't care what color he is. If he trash, he trash.
I'm just saying. I'm saying because look, if you're a Jordan brand, you should have the best driver out there.
Like Rob Scott. I wish more people thought like Rob Scott.
I don't care what color you are. If you trash,
hey, listen. You know what? Don't listen to Chris Gonzalez right now. He's riding the high of getting Gardner Minshew right now. He's so high on Gardner Minshew's mustache.
You're lucky I didn't. I ran out of time, or I was going to shave everything off, but the mustache.
I was about to say, I would love to say that you just come in here. You should just have a mustache, Gonzo, and not just any mustache. Like you got to put some weight to it, and then put some mustache flags and turn that bitch up. Turn it up, baby. Turn it up like horseshoes. Turn it up, like Rob Scott over there bears down. You like Colts up.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you right now, I ain't never been. It's been so long. I want to say maybe 05, 06, when we were like the monsters of the midway, Urlacher and Lance Briggs running our defense. I haven't been excited about Bears football like this since then.
Like, again, you know what though, Rob? Hey, you know what though, Rob? I think it goes back to just your ownership, bringing the right people in to put you in the right situation. So your ownership. Not the ownership. I'm not talking about them, but the general managers and stuff like that.
Yeah, you talking about
everybody's starting to vibe now.
The suits and ties.
I don't like to jinx players and stuff like that. But like, what if you get players going down in injuries left and right? Hey, you guys just like.
I'm not going to think like that, Frankie.
Hey, but I do agree with Anthony Price on that. Jordan's the best player ever. Honestly, he's the best damn player ever. He's probably even one of the best businessmen out there. Because look what he's done on the business side of things.
Chill,
but he is a bad owner. I don't know. I get what Rob Scott is saying, the fact that they're selling merchandise dollars, but as a team, just trash, just terrible.
Yeah, he doesn't hire the right people.
But let me ask you this, Rob: do you ever really see Charlotte do? Because Charlotte ain't done shit, truthfully, really, since they've been in the damn league. They kind of flirted a little bit when Larry Johnson was there.
Back in the day when they had Grandma Ma, come on.
Grandma Ma.
I said back when they had Larry Johnson, they kind of flirted a little bit.
Yeah,
but honestly, Rob.
Charlotte is not a big market. I mean, you got to get lucky enough to there. You got to, because they got a great fan base. So North Carolina, people love their basketball down there.
But can you make that team a winner?
Well, if I remember right, didn't they leave Charlotte for a while? But
Yeah,
then they went back
they
because
didn't.
They went to New Orleans.
they went to New Orleans. And
Oh
they went
yeah,
back.
They went to New Orleans, and then they went back to Charlotte, and that's when the Pelicans moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then they went back to Charlotte as the Bobcats.
Yeah.
And then they changed their name back.
You know what's interesting to me, Rob? Honestly, I think that is the funniest damn thing ever is the fact that the Utah Jazz. We all know that team came out of New Orleans. That's why they're called the Jazz. Now, shouldn't the Utah Jazz maybe change their name and call themselves the Utah Mormons?
Oh, son of a bitch.
I'm just saying, make it fit the state you live in. Ain't nothing jazz related out there, and freaking you name me one jazz place in the whole state of Utah, and I'll say okay, maybe ain't no jazz shit out there. Put that crap back in New Orleans where it belongs.
The Utah
Matter of fact, New Orleans, get rid of the name Pelicans. Go talk to the Jazz. Get that name back. Reclaim your city birthright. Utah, claim your heritage. Get the damn buggy out. Get the Book of Mormon. Get the John Jones Kool-Aid, and let's make it happen.
I think that'll be a bad PR move, Jay. Calling you Utah Mormons.
Utah already takes enough hate. They don't need to make that move.
or you could call it Utah Latter-day Saints. You could call it Utah Lost Souls. You could call it Utah Going to Hell. I don't give a damn what you call it. Just call it whatever anything that doesn't sound like the word jazz. Because they got a damn thing jazz worthy in Utah.
I have never been to Utah.
I've never been to Utah, so I couldn't tell you.
I guarantee you, if I go down to the city of Utah, I will never hear the likes of Edward King. Oh, excuse me, Albert King. I don't know why I'm saying Edward. I'm not going to hear the likes of Albert King, BB King. I mean, you're not going to hear that kind of stuff down there. You're going to hear some bullshit ass Holly Trotton. You know, that would be the holy thump of the roar.
You sound worse than Charles Barkley talking about San Antonio.
Oh man. Wait, what's he saying about
He always say they got the big old women in Texas. Everything big in Texas.
Hey, listen, I don't know what you mean about big. I think everybody got big women. Every damn state got big women. We got beautiful, hot women. Rob Scott, we got the sultriness. We got that sultry women. You know what I'm talking about? Rob, you know what? You ever seen a sultry woman? That woman, he just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. They got the badunkadunk. They got the tray on the butt, the whole 9 yards. They got the coaster for your koozie. It's beautiful out here, man. Beautiful.
You want to grow with a tray butt? Ew, that's flat as hell.
Hey, listen. Every sports fan out there wants a woman with a tray butt. That way, when you're having sex, you can dip your jalapeno poppers and you can watch a basketball game. Come on. Multitask.
I think professionals like.
I'll be right back.
I think professional likes to
by
see
the way,
jiggles.
does anybody here know what an upside down pineapple represents? I just found this out yesterday. Did not know this.
Yes.
Swear to God, I did not know this. I know because Frankie, I was walking around my neighborhood and I saw quite a few upside down pineapples, and I said, "Babe, what's up with this upside down pineapple shit?" She's like, "Jay, those are swingers." What? Yeah, they swing.
You know what else is it? You know what else?
Well, let's go knock on somebody's door and see if they got a hot wife.
You know what else is a sign for swingers? Is the star. If you see the stars, if they have stars and shit like that, or full year round,
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I just understood. I just figured out the whole damn pineapple thing. Now they got stars. Holy crap! Holy crap!
Don't do it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we went way left, Frankie. We went way left. We're supposed to be talking about sports, not how you can pick up swingers.
Yeah, don't do it, Jay. 'Cause then it's game over, bro. It's game over.
He said Anthony Price said New York got them hood women.
We really do. We really do. Don't lie. We actually do.
I'll be honest with you. I've only literally passed through New York. I didn't actually stay there. I went there long enough to see the Empire State Building because we were on our way actually to Connecticut. So I didn't actually get to see the women there, but I'll take your word on it.
What the hell is Anthony Price talking about? He's from Baltimore.
What the hell does Baltimore know about New York women?
Like the hell, you guys got freaking hood women. You got hood rat women. Like what the hell?
Man, he can't even spell hood rat. What time to be alive? I'm sorry. Everybody come back. We're through talking about crazy nonsense. Excuse me.
Let me pull up my Twitter account real quick because there's been a couple of signings. The Chiefs have re-signed some guy, Nick Arlen Chetta. I don't know how to say his name.
Rob, hey, or Frankie, let me ask you this though, real quick. So I just talked to you about Sasser having the groin injury. I told you about Shed having that knee injury. Let me ask you this, man. What is Houston and Gonzo? Please chime in, man. What is Houston's realistic chances of making the Final Four? Like, if you had to put a percentage on it, what would that percentage look like?
Slim. And the only reason why I say slim is because in their heads, they feel like they're a winning team and they can win any game. You shouldn't be going in with that. I mean, you should go in with that mindset, honestly, but you shouldn't be thinking like that in March Madness. We just seen 2 upsets yesterday with number 2 teams.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. So let me ask you on the flip side of that. We talked about Houston, being the number 1 seed. Let's talk about Princeton and Furman, who had a great day yesterday. How far do you see either one of those 2 schools going in the bracket?
Oh, they get eliminated next round.
So you don't think Princeton can do anything beyond just beating Arizona? Same thing with Furman. They can't do anything better than beating number 4 Virginia.
No.
Okay. Gonzo, what do you think, man? Let's just take Princeton and Furman. Do you see either one of those making it to the? Let's just say Sweet 16. Do you think either one of those 2 teams make it to the Sweet 16?
Actually, well, give me a second. I want to see who they play next. I'm not sure who they even play in their next game.
And you call yourself a podcaster? What's wrong with you?
I've been watching.
Yeah, you've been watching 2 dudes wrestle each other. You know what that's called? Gay porn. Keep looking. Hurry up,
dude.
I'm kidding. I'm calm down. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
And just hit you in the forehead.
What did I just walk into? Whoa, what was that?
Oh no! I'm just giving Gonzo a hard time. Gonzo said he's over there, getting mad at the TV because he's watching wrestling. I said, you know what wrestling is? Hey, nothing more than gay porn.
There's a lot of these kids wrestling for national champ or wrestling the college nationals that we used to I know or I used to coach.
Oh, okay.
Now I forget.
By the way, I meant no disrespect to anybody who wrestles. I totally respect the sport, and I would be probably the first one to tap out if any one of you guys tried to ever wrestle me. So I just want to say that.
The wrestlers gonna be at your door, Jay.
You ain't seen that. Just wait about 15 more minutes when Silas wrestles. You'll see me going crazy probably. Number 1. He's wrestling number 1 seed ranked guy in the country.
Hey, real quick. Okay. Thoughts
plays San
right
Diego
now.
State. Wait a minute. Furman plays San Diego State. I think Furman has a chance to beat San Diego State.
Okay. And who does Princeton play?
Princeton plays Missouri. And honestly, I think Princeton has a chance to win that game because.
Well, if you beat Arizona, why can't you beat Mizzou?
But get this: most people, or not just most people, the sports books had Missouri was the 7 seed, Utah State was the 10 seed, Utah State was the favorite going into that game.
Let me ask you guys this right now.
Answer your question about Houston real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
What the percentage was? I say about maybe 15% because they're going to get, if they do make the Sweet 16, they're getting beat by the Hoosiers right here.
This motherfucker. You shut your pie hole. Hey, real quick. A sports alert or scoring alert. Kennesaw State is ranked number 14, is playing Xavier, who's ranked number 3. And currently they are up on Xavier 51-38, 15:55 left to go in the second. So we could possibly see number 3 Xavier get bounced out by number 14 Kennesaw State. I'm telling you, if those are some bracket busters, if I ever seen them, those are some bracket busters, baby.
Brackets was getting busted all yesterday.
Oh, I'm telling you. Hey, listen. Hey, I when I was on Facebook the other day, or I should say actually early morning today, after I got off the show with Gonzo, I was looking at that, and people were so pissed, man, so pissed about all the losses that happened in day one, man, and how their brackets were left and brackets were right. And I was like, yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, Rob Scott, I said this the other day on Unscripted. I'm going to say it again here today. You mark my words. You mark my words. Arkansas will beat Kansas in the second round.
Hey, wait a minute, Jay. I only see one person whining and crying all day about their bracket being busted. You mean there was other people whining and crying like that as well?
I know you talking about.
I'm just, hey, look, all I'm saying is, man, hey, listen. I'm telling you, you watch, look for Arkansas. Arkansas is going to be the first one to take out a number 1 seed.
No, Jay flips me off. I wasn't even talking about him.
Oh, no. That's sign language.
Yeah.
That means I love you. I love you.
Rob would do exactly what
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I know Frankie does too.
No, but hey, let me ask you this. And this was what worries me, man. Honestly, like we were talking about a minute ago, and I know you said a 15% chance to even make this probably the Sweet 16, which I understand that with the injuries.
Especially with guys hurt.
Well, no. That's what I'm saying. And I totally get that because we got to play Auburn. We got to play Auburn. That's who we're playing next. And Auburn ain't no sleep team to sleep on. I mean, that's a good team. So I'm kind of worried that maybe we don't get past Auburn. Maybe Houston ends in the second round in Auburn. Is that how we're going to go out? I hope not, but I'm just saying when you got 2 of your major stars injured, that's a big thing.
Because didn't Auburn beat Iowa?
No, Iowa played somebody else. Who was it? Iowa played a play-in. One of the play-in.
Was it Iowa State? It was one of them.
Well, one of them was a play-in. I think. I think Iowa State was a play-in. Yeah, I think Iowa itself was not. So yeah, Iowa State was a play-in.
I just know it was a good game. Where they was hitting some big threes last night for Auburn.
Yeah.
I knew Jay was under the barn.
First day of the tournament was fun to watch. I mean, there was, like you said, a lot of exciting games. A lot of games came down to the end. I think today's going to be the same way. I just wish IU didn't. Yeah. I wish IU didn't have to wait till 10 o'clock tonight to watch IU play. But
that's how why they play that late? Because they suck. And the only ones that watch IU are crackheads at 11 o'clock in the morning smoking reefer. Laced with God knows fentanyl or whatever else.
That's 2 different things, but okay.
Okay, Baylor making it again now.
I'm just playing.
Kennesaw getting down on Xavier, boy.
Let me ask you this. Is Alabama really the number 1 team overall?
No, Duke.
And okay, so I'm then roll with that. Hey, if you believe that, hey, listen, it can happen, right? It can happen. Just because you're ranked at 5 doesn't mean that you can't be the best damn team. We all know that. So let me ask you a different question. Number 1, do you think that Alabama makes the Final Four? That's number 1. Number 2, if not, or if they make the Final Four, no matter what team is the one to take them out of competition?
Take who out of competition?
Alabama.
They got to play Duke. I just told you, Jay.
So my point is that okay. So if you believe what you believe Duke will make Final Four. Most likely, would it? I don't know. Would Alabama face Duke before they get to the Final Four portion?
Hold on, let me go look at my bracket.
I don't have my bracket handy. That's why I'm asking you guys. You guys probably got the bracket right in front of you.
Oh boy, yeah, you just gotta have it on the app, Jay. You got to have it on the app.
I'm old school, man. Look, you know how many apps I got? I got so many apps I can't find my apps. I gotta say, Siri, take me to this app. I gotta say, Siri, where to hide the toilet paper? Oh my God, Siri's about to answer me too. That's what's funny about it.
They would play each other in the Elite 8.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So you think that Duke will meet up with Alabama in the Elite 8?
Duke won't even make it to the Elite 8.
Wow. Rob, are those fighting words? He said Duke won't make it to the Elite 8. And by the way, Anthony Price I understand Houston probably won't make the Elite Eight because we do have injuries. I get that. Let me ask you this, Anthony. You're out of Maryland. What is your team in the fight, or do you have a team in the fight? Anthony Price, that's for you. Do you have a team in the fight?
I got Duke. Duke. They actually meet in the Final Four.
Yo, I wanted to say something so bad.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something so bad. When he said I got Duke, I wanted to say something so bad.
Yeah, the Final Four.
Are you saying that you don't think Duke
I got Alabama. I got Alabama versus Duke, and then I had Houston versus Gonzaga.
And look, I'll tell you right now. Number one, Houston's got to get past Auburn first, and then I think at some point Houston has to face Texas as well.
Yeah, but
we'll see.
But like I said, you can't foresee injury. But at the time, I'm like, Houston is the best team in that conference.
Hey, did y'all see this? I don't know if there's any weight to this or not.
Alabama.
Devin Bush just signed with Seattle.
I have Alabama, Marquette, Kansas, and the Indiana Hoosiers in my Final Four.
Oh, your team is Maryland. Hey, the Rockets once drafted Steve Francis out of Maryland. I thought Steve Francis was a great player. He just never could do nothing with the talent that kid had. You know what I mean?
Damian, every freaking team you like screws you over because they know that you like them.
AP said he got Alabama winning it all.
Yeah, he said he has Alabama. And let's be honest, okay, it's not to say they can't win it all. I mean, Alabama does have a really strong team. So who's to say
Alabama tough?
I'm still on the Purdue trip. I think Purdue's got a chance to win it all, to be honest with you. With that big 7-footer that they got over there, look out for Purdue. I'm telling you, Purdue going to come up to the ranks quick. Y'all better be a little nervous about Purdue.
If they win their game tonight, they better be ready second round against maybe Memphis. I'm telling you, Memphis is a tough team.
Oh no, you ain't gotta tell me about Memphis. Hey, but I will tell you,
especially to play second round.
Gonza, I will tell you this. Obviously, Memphis beat Houston. Don't look past Memphis, man. Memphis has got a squad. I'm gonna give you that, but I don't think that they have the squad that's gonna take out Purdue. To be honest with you, as good as I think Memphis really is, they're not gonna beat. I don't think it's gonna take a while for somebody beats Purdue. I really think this team has got the, and I don't even know Purdue.
If you want Purdue,
I think they have to make them go all the way.
You want Purdue beat? All you gotta do is put them up against IU. They haven't beat us all one time this season.
I done told you what IU stands for. I don't know why you keep wearing Idiots University on your forehead.
Hey, Jay.
What's up, man?
Leonard Fournette has officially been released from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I thought he had already been released.
He officially got released.
Wow. That's great. Hey, Gonzo, you know what you should have said when I said IU stands for Idiot University? You said, oh, yeah, McLovin. Well, UT stands for Ultra Tampon. So what are you talking about? That's what I was saying.
God.
You got Duke and Tennessee in the second round tomorrow. That should be an interesting second round matchup.
Let's go, Duke.
Wait, Duke is playing Tennessee?
Yep.
Hey, Rob. This is where I bust your bubble. Tennessee beats Duke. Hot take. Tennessee beats Duke.
Pretty
It could be a hot take, but it don't make it a right take.
Hey, I get that. And come tomorrow, after they play tonight, I'm going to hold you to that.
They play tomorrow, Jay.
And I hope they win
tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, tomorrow. I hope you got some Hennessy on hand and not that rail shit. Because after they lose, you're gonna want that good tasting whiskey.
Nah, don't worry about it.
They want the rail. Actually, you may want the rail.
I got tequila this weekend.
Man, listen, me and tequila. Hey, listen, I don't do that mind-altering shit. That tequila stuff. I'll go as far as Jack Daniels because me and Jack, we got a good Southern root. But you bring those Mexicans from that tequila into it, everybody wants to fight.
What's everything?
It's true. Okay, I'm sorry. Tequila. Tequila doesn't come from Mexico. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It comes from Dominican Republic. You know what's funny? I actually bought 2 agave plants thinking I might be able to get some tequila out of that shit. I don't know how to fucking ferment tequila. How do you do that? I got the fucking plants. I'm out there sucking on the fucking leaf. The wife's like, that's not how you do tequila. I was like, I don't know.
Hey, tequila is good, man.
Sweet,
I love a good tequila, man. Like the Terramana tequila is pretty good. Shit.
I can't do tequila, man.
Is still pretty
too harsh. Rob Scott.
Make a good
Tequila
lemonade margarita.
Body, though, man.
Huh?
Tequila is too harsh on the body.
Liquor is harsh on the body.
Yeah, but tequila, like, look, watch this. You got marijuana. Watch this. Let me show you.
Tequila
you got marijuana. That's like the Jack Daniels. You got speed or the 8 Ball. That's fucking tequila. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on what kind of tequila you got. Hold on, I got to.
Well, I tried Patron, and Patron is a really good tequila, and it's just harsh. It's harsh.
So Jay just go ahead and he just went and shown that all Texas people, when they're talking shit about someone or something, it's directed towards Mexicans. I think it's just because they're so close to the border that everything is just Mexican related. So I mean, if you haven't noticed,
I love the Mexicans. I married one. I told you, Frankie, I married one. Okay, I love them. Everybody knows. Hell, even my wife knows. My sweet spot is Latina. I got a nasty sweet spot for Latina. It's like tequila. Latinas are like crack cocaine. If you get one to Latina, I swear to God, you want to have them all. You can't just have one to have them all.
Be realistic right now, okay? Let's be realistic. You married.
If you're from Brazil, oh my gosh.
Jay, you married the Mexican, so that way she can get a proper civil. What do they call here?
Citizenship.
Yeah, citizenship
card.
Here in the
United
United
States. She didn't need that mess. She was born to a white man in the United States, but her mother was from Chihuahua, Mexico.
Jay drink Bud Light and fall out.
Hey, Anthony Price.
I don't even think he drinks beer. I'm not even
drinking. I got Panda Express, and they think I'm drinking. I don't understand what's going on here.
And I don't even think you drink beer. I never seen Jay drink beer.
I don't drink beer. If I'm putting empty calories in my body, it's going to come from liquor, not from no damn beer.
You don't even drink like the craft beers from like the breweries?
I'm not saying I don't have a craft beer from the breweries because I do that. I know I do. I'm just saying like I don't typically drink beer.
That's different than going like buying a Bud Light or something off from the store.
Oh no! Hey, listen, at this craft brewery I go to, the one that I get, it's like some kind of nitro stout coffee or whatever, but it's like 9.5% alcohol.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I mean, like those craft breweries, you can get them almost up to 10% alcohol.
I've had some that's been 12% before.
Yeah. Hey, those and it's probably that double IPA or something like that that got shipped around 12. Yeah. Those double IPAs, man, I'm telling you, you don't think they sneak up on you. Double IPAs will sneak up on you.
Oh yeah, they'll fuck you up. You'll be fine, and you'll go to stand up and like, nope.
Hey, I used to drink this beer by Orpheus. It was called Transmigration of Souls. That's literally the name of the beer. Transmigration of Souls. And I'm telling you right now, it's a 6-pack. And by the time you get to the 4th, almost into the 5th beer, you can literally watch your soul go from good to evil.
I had ghost pepper beer that was like that. It was like 12%.
No, man, that ghost pepper beer. You know what? I would actually like to have that. I bet it's pretty good.
It was a smoked beer as well. It was ghost pepper and it was a smoked beer.
What the hell
is this?
What is this? Is this the whiskey hour? I thought this was like, what the hell is this?
You know, the first podcast I ever did was called The Whiskey Hour with Phil Truss. That might be where you're getting that.
Exactly where I'm getting it from.
Oh, okay. That's how I got into podcasts. It was on The Whiskey Hour. But anyway,
I remember the whiskey hour.
We'll get back. We'll get back to sports. Yeah.
What matter are you?
I don't know what he's gonna say. Jay, let me guess. You got that beer? No. I get beer from all over the place. But I do have a lot of Mexican friends, though.
He's about to have more Mexican friends within 2 months. So, but
anyway,
Cameron Brate almost also got released from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as well. So Cameron Brate, the tight end.
Oh, damn. Oh, they got rid of the tight end. Oh, shit. Yeah, they're going into rebuild. Tampa's going straight rebuild. Tri-Pacifico. That shit so strong you'll get. Oh, Lord. Anywho.
No, Damien did not just say that.
No,
Damien,
he did.
He's weak. Pacifico? Are you kidding me? You're getting a bottle called Pacifico? Weak.
Wow. Number 10, USC is making a move on number 7, Michigan State, 57-66. They were down by a lot more. Now they got it within 9. So they're under 10. Oh, never mind. But they only got 3:28 left to go. So unless Michigan State just really fucks up, Michigan State should pull that game out. Damn, Baylor's struggling with UCSB. Baylor's the number 3 seed. UCSB, I guess that's Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara, number 14. They're tied at 26 with 4:45 left to go in the first. That's crazy. I thought, man, Baylor should be much further along than that in this game.
Yo, no way. So I have this thing called YouTube TV.
Yeah.
And right now it's allowing us, because it's March Madness, it's allowing us to watch 2 to 3 games all in one screen.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, you can do the picture-in-picture.
Yeah, I got picture right now. I'm watching USC versus Michigan State, and I'm watching Crenshaw State versus Xavier at the same time.
See, you don't understand, though. That's an ADHD. Listen, I got ADHD shit. That's an ADHD nightmare because you're trying to figure out which game to watch, and you're going in a motherfucking circle. That would fucking trip balls. Hey, real quick, Iona plays UConn tonight. UConn's ranked 4. Iona's ranked 13. Do you think that Iona can pull off an upset over UConn?
I'm sorry, you were talking to me. I didn't hear you.
I'm talking to anybody. Damn, is anybody left around this motherfucker? Shit.
No, it's just me and you. Rob's on a call, and Chris stepped out for a minute. Sorry.
All right, so Frankie.
Watching it.
So, Frankie, Iona, number 13, plays number 4 UConn tonight. Iona is 27-7, UConn 25-8. They got UConn by 9.5. Do you think Iona can take them and pull off the upset tonight?
Yeah, I absolutely think that can be an upset there as well. I mean, the records it can show it, but I feel like, you know, when you're a lower seed team compared to a higher seed team, I feel like the lower seed teams play a little bit harder than the higher seeds would, because the higher seeds are already thinking like, okay, well, we're gonna face this low seed team, we're gonna beat them and move on to the next round, no problem. I don't think that. I think UConn is gonna step back a little bit and not be more aggressive as they should be, and I think that Iona, you said, is gonna go ahead and get the upset tonight over UConn.
And plus,
just how Crenshaw State right now is about to get an upset over Xavier.
Plus,
Chris.
Iona has a real good Iona, and Rick Pitino is the coach for Iona, if I remember right.
And that's another reason. So I do think Iona can pull off the upset tonight, and if they do, oh my gosh, how
Iona's 5-0 over their last 5 games. They were first in the MAAC conference. UConn was fourth in the Big Ten, and they're 4-1 over their last 5 games.
Chris, let me ask you a question, man. Does any Cinderella team make it to the, let's just say, the Elite 8? Does any Cinderella team make it to the Elite 8 that you could think of in this bracket so far?
I don't know.
Damn, Xavier's getting their ass whooped.
Yeah, Xavier's getting there. Well, they're down by 11 now, but yeah, they were much further back.
I think Iona can make a deep run in the tournament.
You think Iona makes a deep run? But let me ask you this: so Princeton beats number 1 Arizona. How far do you think they get? Do you think, like Frankie said, that they get taken out in round 2, or do you think they go further?
You remember who?
Because I think they've got to go further. If you beat Arizona the way you did, I think you can go further. Yeah, your dad is even asking, what about Princeton?
Tony, do me a favor. How about you come downstairs from your living room?
Oh, he's not there, Frankie. He's at work. He ain't coming from nowhere. He at work.
Oh, damn. You put him at the corner already, today?
I did. Hey, listen, man. If you don't get there first, you get there last. You don't get the good tricks. You know that. Come on. Come on the block.
He's not work.
Listen.
He wouldn't have worked. He went to eat with my mom.
I get the good payments from Tony, all right? I put him on the corner at the overnight shift.
God. You know what? I wish I knew Tony Gonzalez's phone number. I would so prank him right now. I would do the best. I would do the best IRS fraud prank ever. God, I used to love it. You know, I did that to my aunt one time. It freaked her out so bad that she called my mom and she was in hysterical crisis. And I had to explain. And then I go, man, listen, I was 10 years old and I was IRS prank calling my aunt. And she went to my house, told my mom, somebody's, I think I owe all this money to IRS. Like, what the number come from? And she said the number's like Gladys. That's my phone number. Jason's over there prank calling you.
Oh, here comes Xavier.
I think he killed money to the IRS. It was the best time ever.
Princeton plays Missouri next. I think Princeton wins that game. Then they would play the winner of you have Creighton and NC State or Baylor and USB. So they could be playing Baylor. So yeah, I could see
Princeton. The Baylor thing might throw a wrinkle in there, but Princeton could work their way into the Sweet 16 or Elite 8. Oh, wow.
But then they would have Alabama after that.
To get to the Final Four, they have to go through Bama.
Yep.
Fuck. I'm going to call it now, and I want it on air. Princeton upsets and gets to the Final Four.
Double screen for the NCAA women's basketball March Madness too. That's awesome.
You know, that's. I hate to say it. I hate to be so brash.
Yeah, IU has a number 1 seed for the women's tournament.
And we're back, baby.
Does that make you happy?
You know what's gonna make me happy?
Hennessy. Let me ask you a question, Rob Scott. If I'm bringing you a glass of Hennessy, do I bring it to you neat, or do I bring it to you?
First of all, I don't want no man bringing me a drink unless that's his job. Second of all, second of all, I like mine with 3 cubes in it, 3 cubes of ice. I appreciate it. Straight. Don't mix it with anything.
No, that's what I said. See,
on the rocks.
You don't like it neat. You like it on the rocks.
Henny on the rocks. 3 cubes.
Okay. See, so you're, only pussies put water in their drinks, but okay, it's all good.
I guess.
Henny on the rocks. 3 cubes, 2 sacks, and 1 shaft.
Hey, look, I gotta give Rob a hard time. If I don't give Rob,
Jay, you say what you want to. See, I don't even really drink to get drunk anymore.
I know, man, because you got one of those thick skins. Rob, you got one of those thick skins.
I don't want to.
And one day I'm gonna get that thick skin just like you do, and I'm gonna be a superhero.
I don't want to be drunk. Good things don't happen when you're drunk.
You sound
no. Hey, good things never. I can attest to that. Never happen when you're drunk. Although I will say this, Rob Scott.
I like to be tipsy. I like to know what's going on. I will tell you this.
Hey, when you wake up the next morning and they play back reel like you just woke up from Hangover Part 8.
I haven't been dumb drunk in a long time.
Come on, Silas, let's go.
Oh, Lord have mercy. But no,
that's what make you wave a pistol in front of a camera on Instagram.
Hey, damn. But that's facts. That's factual speaking, though. That's factual speaking. My wife always says, "Boy, if you plan on drinking, hide the cell phone. Just don't have the cell phone in your hand." So she does that.
Anthony Price asks Rob, do you like the circle cubes or the square cubes?
It don't even matter, my boy.
Oh,
It ain't about the cubes is just there to put a little chill on my drink. What matters is
Stop
what drink
lying.
is in that cup, baby.
Stop lying. You at the end of that drink, you suck those cubes to get the alcohol out of that shit, and you like sucking.
Nah. Look, I just nah.
JB all up on that shit. He's sucking the alcohol off the cube and everything. Jay taking a straw. Looking at
listen. You know what I always say? Never leave one drop of liquor not put into your belly.
Hey, this USC Michigan State game going down, ain't it?
That bartender.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely going down.
Hey, they was out there hooping. Michigan State looked tough. They just got out on USC.
Like you scared of Michigan State? You scared that Duke's gonna have to lose against them sometime?
I'm not scared of nobody.
Oh, come on,
nothing means nothing.
Stop lying. I'll message your wife right now and say Rob said he ain't scared of you.
And she gonna say, yeah, I know.
Hey, I'm gonna be like, you know that's Frankie talking, right?
She gonna say, yeah. She gonna say, yeah, I know.
Okay. Because hey, the last thing we want to do is be putting rifts in Rob Scott's marriage. We ain't putting no rifts where rifts don't need to be.
Can't nobody from the outside of that marriage put no rifts in our marriage.
Hey, and that's spoken like a true king. Now that's a king that they're talking to you.
If you ain't, listen, if you ain't in that inner circle,
ain't nobody can do my marriage.
Two people in that inner circle, me and her.
Oh, what a time to be alive, man. Hey, XFL, does anybody have any news on the XFL last night? I know Houston played, but I swear I didn't see that
Y'all
game.
Still on? I will hop back on. I got to jump on a quick Zoom call.
Houston was
I love you.
They were
getting
you
guys, too, especially you, Jay McLovin.
I hope you love me.
Yeah,
Houston was getting their ass kicked, Jay, last night, and then almost came back and won.
I guess those necks weren't so rough.
Yeah, they looked terrible for like 3.5 quarters, and then the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game, they almost made a comeback. But
did you even watch the game?
Yeah, I watched the game. It came on right after I got done watching my wrestling at 10:30 last night. I watched the whole game.
Man, damn. I'm gonna have to get Wade Phillips to call me like, yo, Wade, what's up with the 3-1 shit? We're supposed to be 5-0.
Yeah, their offense didn't look very good.
Hold on.
Night.
Did you just say, Wade, what's up with the 3-1 shit where we should be 5-0?
I meant to say the 4-1. I know I said 3-1 because I was just doing the arithmetic in my head. It didn't add up. They were 4-0. It would have been 5-0, but now they're 4-1.
Wait, what the hell did you just say?
You called me out. You know what, Frankie? You're a dick.
Hold on. What did you just say before that, though? You said you knew that you said something wrong. You were just trying to get the dick out of your head? Did he say that, Chris? Or am I just hearing shit?
Listen, your dyslexic comments mean nothing to me. You know.
No, he said that. Did he?
He
said that, didn't he?
I think that's what he did say.
That. Yeah, you said that.
I don't know if that's what he meant to say. I think that's what came out.
That's all that.
You know what, man? Y'all are not very nice people. Y'all are not very nice people, man. I'm just saying. What's going on in the world of basketball? Jesus, we haven't talked basketball in I don't know how long.
Come on.
Is there even fun going on over there? Outside of Jordan and talk to sell the Hornets?
Here comes Xavier.
Man. Okay, let me ask you this. So Lonzo Ball is about to have his third surgery, which clearly
Xavier ties the game. Xavier ties the game.
Hey, weirdo. We all know that. Calm down.
You didn't know that. You know that now because I told you.
Shut up. At me, you son of a bitch, on a 55-inch TV. How do I not see that? Xavier tied the game. Xavier tied. Wait, watch it. The plane, Boston plane. You sound like Fantasy Island.
Come on, finish.
That's so sad that you got a 55-inch TV.
I really don't. I think it's probably really like more like 45 or something like that. I don't think it's quite 55. Anyway, long story short, if we can get back to talking sports for a minute, Lonzo Ball is out for the season, no doubt. Hello. Third surgery, Frankie. Jesus, man, third damn surgery. Is this dude? Is he just at this point? Are you consider him done? And they're just doing surgeries because they have to because he's affiliated with the team at this point?
I wouldn't say that he's done in the NBA, but he's definitely done being a Chicago Bull. Like he's got to be done. I mean, you're missing this year, and now it's been official that you're going in your third surgery and already going to miss the entire season of next year. If I'm the Chicago Bulls, I'm not going to keep wasting money on this dude with being injured and stuff like that.
Right. He's had 3 surgeries and he's yet to play a game. 3 surgeries with no game action.
They got to move on. I mean, it's to the point where you got to look at, okay, clearly we're not winning right now. Clearly we're not looking the way we did when Lonzo Ball was on the court. We have to move on from Lonzo Ball. We're sorry to, hear that this guy has got to go through his third injury while being under our franchise and stuff like that, while wearing a Bulls jersey or Bulls warm-up gear or anything like that. We're sorry, but it's time that we move on forward and get somebody else. It's time for them to get somebody else to take the helm of being in the Chicago Bulls as a point guard. I mean, if I'm the Chicago Bulls, I'm going to try all I can, and it's really sad for me to say this. Try all you can to get Kyrie Irving. We all know, about Kyrie Irving and his history on what he deals with and how he reacts and stuff like that. But Kyrie Irving is still a good ball player, and he's still a good point guard. You need somebody like that. I mean, some people will probably be upset with me right now saying the Chicago Bulls should go get Kyrie, but what other choice do you have? Kyrie Irving's going to go into free agency next year. He's probably not going to re-sign with the Dallas Mavericks. The Los Angeles Lakers already said that they're not pursuing to go after Kyrie Irving this offseason. So if I'm the Bulls, I'm going to try to do everything I can to move away from Lonzo Ball and get Kyrie Irving into the mix of the Chicago Bulls. I mean, I know our boy Mike Hughes and Rob Scott, all of them want to go different directions with the Chicago Bulls, with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, and then everybody else. But the very first priority is to get somebody to take the helm of being a point guard for that team. And I think Kyrie Irving could be that guy to help out Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. I think the only reason why they're going downhill right now is because they don't have that person like Lonzo Ball. When he was playing, he was able to get them their wide open range shots or get them into the paint, give them the ball to get a good dunk or a good layup. It just comes down to that person who can take the helm of being their point guard. I think Kyrie Irving could be that perfect answer for them right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Not to switch gears, but this gear is worth skipping. If I'm reading this correctly, Embiid has caught up with Joker in terms of the NBA MVP race. Check this out. Hold on. Check this out. Check this out now. And then because I want to get your answers. I just want to read this short excerpt, and then let's talk about this. Tucked into the most catastrophic area on the hardwood, 22 feet away from the rim, lies the home of one of the most important shots of modern basketball, the corner three. From that which Embiid has seemed to take a hold of. So does that now make Embiid now to the point where he's catching up? Because according to SportsBet, he's caught up to the point where it says betting odds to win the MVP of the NBA regular season moved dramatically this week at sportsbooks, with Sixers star Embiid catching Joker, the longtime favorite, in what now turned out to be a close race. Embiid moved from 2-1 underdog to an odds-on favorite Wednesday. Joker has been the clear-cut favorite since February 1, as sportsbooks and earlier this week was listed as short as minus 350 at Caesars Sportsbooks. Now the odds begin to shift Tuesday after the Nuggets lost at home to Brooklyn. By Thursday, Joker and Embiid were co-favorites each at -105 at Caesars, but Embiid is the outright favorite at other sports books, including DraftKings and PointsBet. So let me ask you this, Frankie. Vegas is clearly turning towards Embiid to be the odds-on favorite to win it. You got to think that the NBA voting commission takes that into consideration because they know people got money on this shit. They know people got money all over this. So do you think that Joker is going to actually supersede Joker and take over the MVP from him? Frank, you there or are you gone?
Oh no, I was here. My bad. I was muted. I do think that Joel Embiid is going to overtake Joker and take home the MVP. I mean, let's be real here. Joel Embiid has been balling out for the Philadelphia 76ers the last couple of games, and they're actually on a good looking winning streak right now. And yeah, Joel Embiid, Joker's he's a fantastic ball player. He's amazing. The man does triple doubles literally like every game. But realistically, while he was doing those triple doubles, the Denver Nuggets were on a losing streak for a little while. They were on like a 3 or maybe 4 game losing streak for a while Joker was still doing triple double numbers. I mean, people look at that and say, yeah, Joker's that dude. He's MVP caliber player. He deserves MVP because of triple doubles while they were losing. But MVP, I feel like MVP should be based on a guy who's actually changing the organization to be the best. And that's what.
Well, how has Joker not done that? Joker's the epitome. If that's the case, because Joker's the epitome of that. Joker took them from mid-level slump because of injuries to now perennial number one of the West. You got to still remember they are 4.5 games on first place, and in this slump that the Nuggets have gone through, which is, let's be honest, the reason why Joker is going over Embiid is because of the slump that the Nuggets have found themselves in. But even in the slump, Joker's still putting up 27.5 points and 14.8 rebounds. So let me ask you this. If the man is still playing at a super high level, even though they're in a slump, he can't control the slump. He can only be one man doing one-man-like things. But either way, even though they're in a slump, they still are in a better spot in their conference than where the Sixers are. I don't know how he can jump him so easily when you know that Joker's numbers are still triple-digit averages. And even though they're in a slump, he's not slumping. The team as a whole is, but they're still number one, and the Sixers aren't number one. How does he just jump him like that? I understand the losing, but how do you just jump? I don't get that.
His numbers, the last couple of games, his numbers has been dominant. I mean, Joel Embiid has been phenomenal these last couple of games. It's like every shot that he takes, he cannot miss. It's unbelievable. And I think that's the reason why it's changing everybody's thoughts on Joel Embiid potentially being the MVP
What do you
favorite.
think? What does Frankie Cruz Jr. personally think?
I think personally it's going to go to Joker, and I've been saying it all year that Joker's going to three-peat for the MVP, and it's just because, you just said it. He's averaging literally triple-double numbers, not just only on points or assist or rebound, but also assists. When the hell have we heard the fifth man of the team, the center, get high double-digit caliber numbers for assists? Like we barely hear about that. So
absolutely.
For him not to have triple doubles games, the man is having triple double season. So I feel like that is going to go to Joker. I don't get me wrong, Joel Embiid, phenomenal player. What he's doing for Philly is absolutely phenomenal, especially with people that he obviously is way better than he obviously talks shit to them, James Harden and everybody like that. But Joker, man, like Jay just said, Joker has changed this franchise. Something that was an injury slumpville, and he turned them into a number one Western Conference team that are potentially favorites to win it all. Actually, not just win the Western Conference, but win the entire thing.
Oh, absolutely.
at the end of it, I think it's going to be the Denver Nuggets and the Milwaukee Bucks, and that will be phenomenal to see because we will get to see Joker versus Giannis. I feel like that's going to be one outstanding finals to watch.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But
And let's talk bigger than that. Let's talk bigger than that for a minute. Like I said, Joker's averaging a triple-double for the season. A triple-double for the season. When is the last time we've seen a center put up 10 points or 10 assists or more consistently? That's ridiculously stupid.
Really see that.
No, it's stupid. So my question is this. When you're putting up a triple-double, number one, how the hell does Joel Embiid even get into the goddamn conversations being overtaking him when he's not even averaging a triple-double and his team's not in first place, number one? It's just ridiculous that the sports books even have this. It's ridiculous. Number two, if Joel Embiid continues this level of accomplishment that he's doing, right? The points, the rebounds, the assists, if he does that all the way through the lifespan of his career, at what point do we start putting him in conversations like Shaq, Olajuwon, Abdul-Jabbar? Like, at what point does he get to that level with the statistical output statistical that he's generating? At some point, if he continues that over the life of his career, at some point we got to start talking about him in those conversations. You agree?
Well, I mean, Jay, was he nominated for NBA 75?
You said what now?
Was Joel Embiid nominated during the NBA 75?
I don't think he was he?
I don't think so.
I didn't see it, so I don't want to speak out of turn. I don't think he was, but I don't know for sure.
He wasn't, and I think that he's never gonna get it because the way Olajuwon, Shaq, all these big men played in the past, it was hard for and we all get pissed because a lot of people say this, NBA being way tougher back in the day and stuff like that compared to now. Centers today are not like the centers from the past. They're not like Shaq. They're not like Olajuwon. They're not like Yao Ming, all these people, Kevin Garnett. They're not like that. These centers now are goddamn shooters. They're
all over the place.
When the hell have we seen centers make and shoot threes?
I will say this. Olajuwon didn't shoot a three ball to seal Game 7 over the Knicks, and it was beautiful to watch that championship run. I will say that. But Olajuwon was never a three-ball maker. No, I don't want to make it out like he was a three-ball. He was never a three-ball maker. But I thought it was kind of funny that when he did shoot the three ball, for the first time I've ever seen that man shoot a three in his life, he nails it, and we win the championship. It was beautiful. But anyway, go ahead.
Jay probably sitting there like, no, yeah.
I was like, Olajuwon, I know you got a mid-range jumper, but we've never gone to the three-point arc. What are we doing? No, but he nailed it. I was like, all right.
Shaq himself, literally, his entire career of basketball, from high school to the NBA, the man has only made one goddamn three, and that was not even in the NBA level. All right, he made one goddamn three. Again, not in the NBA level.
When I look at Shaq, I see a more traditional center. Low post, guard the paint, get the rebound, put the dunk up, and let's keep rolling. That's what I'm thinking. Shaq. That's the typical. When I see Shaq, that's what I see, right? When I see Olajuwon, I see the prototypical future of what the center is going to be. And why I say that is because Olajuwon had all the post-up moves to play down low. He had all that. But then he could also go, 17 feet out, give you a dream shake, turnaround, baseline jumper, fadeaway, and swish it with no problem. And I think that was the beginning of seeing the centers come out of the paint, come out of the spot, and actually do other things. I think Olajuwon was the first quote-unquote pioneer of that. Him and David Robinson. I don't want to leave out David Robinson because he was also in that mix at that time. Him and David Robinson really were the centers that started to get the people away from the paint and to actually start hitting those mid-range jumpers, which obviously then transmorphed itself, through Giannis and through Joker and Embiid into the three-point range. That's the way the game has gone. But I will tell you this, I think, and that's why people always tell me, well, Jay, you can't compare Shaq to Olajuwon because Shaq was a true center. Okay, he was a true center. But Olajuwon was the next generational center. He was a center taking the ball away from the paint, but it's still hitting his free throws, hitting his mid-ranges, and if he had to, he could hit the three. That was the beginning of the transitional center from away from the paint and then going out towards the arc. I think Olajuwon, David Robinson, I don't know of any other ones that could really hit like that, but definitely David Robinson and Olajuwon were the ones that kind of sparked that. Anybody else around?
Yeah. No, I think you're right on there. You had a few other centers that would shoot a little bit, but none at the level as them guys. And the game has changed so much now. Like Frankie said, you have the centers playing mostly outside anymore. But did you see Miles Turner posterize Giannis last night?
No. Did he posterize him?
Oh, yeah.
And Chris is like,
slammed one hard over him last night. And the Pacers beat the Bucks last night. Like this. Pacers hit, I think, if I remember correctly, 22 3-pointers in last night's game. They scored 80 points in the second, like 80 points in the second half, 80-something points in the second half. They were getting beat in the first half and then in the second half. But, yeah, they went off in the second half and ended up beating the Bucks pretty good, actually.
Nice. Well, again, I don't know what spot the Pacers are, but aren't the Pacers around the 7th or 8th spot in the East? Aren't they? They're still playing for that spot, right?
They're battling for a playing spot.
Oh shit! They slid down to 10.
They slid down when Halliburton was hurt for like 3 weeks.
I do remember Halliburton. Halliburton getting hurt.
But another center that used to shoot the ball pretty good, and I'm not saying he was at Olajuwon's level, but was Rick Smits. Played for.
Oh no, I like Rick Smits.
I
remember Rick Smits. He had a good shot.
Yeah, he could even shoot the three a little bit. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's other ones out there that I'm missing, and I'm glad you said Rick Smits because that is one that I forgot about.
The Duncan Dunchman. That was one of my favorite players back in the day.
Man, there's a lot of players I like back in the day. You know who doesn't get talked about enough, but I thought had a really good impact on basketball was Detlef Schrempf out of Seattle. Yep. That guy, man. Hey, accuracy. That man could hit anywhere on the court. I mean, he had a really good spot on jumper. Occasionally he would go out to the arc, but
first NBA game I ever went to.
He didn't go out to the arc all that much.
First NBA game I ever went to was the Indiana Pacers against the Seattle Supersonics, and you had Shrimp and Peyton and Kemp all for the Supersonics, and then of course Reggie and Smits and everybody for the Pacers. That's the first NBA game I ever went to.
It's just crazy to me, Gonzo, when I watch the game now versus then, and it was just like these guys are hitting threes like the 80s and 90s and 70s were hitting, pull-up jumpers, 17-foot pull-up jumpers. You know what I mean? And then now they're out to the arc and hitting these pull-up arc shots, and it's just – it's incredible how the game has evolved to that level. I will say this, and I'm telling you, go back and look at it. Houston was one of the first teams that were started – push it out to that arc. I remember Houston would hit a lot of threes. I remember when Kenny the Jet would just hit three after Sam Cassell. Kenny the Jet and Sam Cassell primarily, Mario Ellie. And then, and we had, what's that dude? Oh, Roger Ori. We had Ori hitting the outside three. That was back in the day.
And then especially when you had D'Antoni as coach, that's all you guys did was chuck up three.
Oh shit, yeah. When D'Antoni came there, yeah, absolutely. Well, they were running gun style. You had Catino Mobley. I think was Catino Mobley there at that time? I think he was probably there. Him and Steve Francis. I think that was a transitional period because I think it was a transitional period from them to Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady led Rockets. You know what I mean? I think that was a time they spent under Jeff Van. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was Jeff Van Gundy that had the Rockets at that time. God, what a time to be alive, man. And I think it was Van Gundy, and then I think it went into
was it Jeff or Stan that coached Houston? Was it Jeff?
When Jeff Van Gundy coached, I think that was during the Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady era, and I'm pretty sure I don't think D'Antoni had Yao. I'm pretty sure that might have still fell.
Well,
that still might have been under him.
Was it Jeff Van Gundy or Stan Van Gundy that coached Houston?
Oh no, I'm sorry. It was Jeff.
It was Jeff.
It was a skinnier one. Hey, it was a skinnier one.
I knew Jeff coached New York Knicks as well.
Stan Van Gundy. Now he did go out and coach in New Orleans there for a little while.
I knew he was at New Orleans for a little while. And where else was he at? He was
I believe Miami. I think he was in Miami.
Orlando. No, he was Orlando with Dwight Howard.
Yep, Orlando.
Oh, you're right. It was Orlando. He went from New Orleans, Orlando, but then he had another team even after that. Who was it?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, Xavier did pull off that win over. God, could you imagine if Kennesaw would have taken out Xavier? Oh my God, people's brackets would have been fucked up.
We'd have been hearing people whine about it more today.
Jeez.
I thought you meant a person.
I thought you meant a person.
You're right, a person.
Oh man.
That dude. Oh no. I saw yesterday.
This is why I love March Madness, because my bracket is always undefeated. I'm so glad that I picked those two teams with the upset, and they could.
I call bullshit. Why don't you show me your bracket on air? Show me your bracket right now. Let me see what you got. I call bullshit.
It's right there with my paperwork. I don't want to get up off the couch right now.
Well, all right. I'll tell you what. Next time you get up off the damn couch, you go take a picture of it, put it in the group chat. How about that?
Good for you. It's real perfect, Jay. You know that. I've been having perfect brackets for the last 3 years.
I'll see it when I see it come to into the chat group.
Damn, man, you need to enter that $1 million bracket challenge.
I'm about to say, if your bracket's still perfect, you do need to enter that $1 million bracket challenge.
It was Detroit, Orlando, Detroit, and there was another team, and Pelicans. That's who for Van Gundy.
Oh, those were the three. Detroit. That's not the team that I was accounting for. Was Detroit? Okay. All right. Shit. Let's go.
All right, you and of course the Heat as well. But anyway, let's get the final thoughts, Jay.
Frankie. Can you hear me okay? Frankie. Frankie must have left us.
I hear you.
I think Frankie might have been muted there for a minute or something.
Hey, Frankie, man. Hey, look, man. I just want to let you know, man. I'm calling it out. I'm gonna call it right now, man. I'm gonna do a hot take right now. I'm calling it out even before the season even begins.
Chris,
Houston Astros. Hold on. Houston Astros versus the Yankees, ALCS, and we get a repeat sweep. That was fire. That was fire. That was a fire take, and you should recognize that as a fire take. Astros sweep the Yankees back-to-back to get into the World Series.
Is that your final thought, Jay?
That plus check us out Saturday, which is tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You sure tomorrow Saturday?
I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know, man. Whatever. Hey, watch this. You know what I learned? Watch this, Chris. You know what I learned? Watch this. There's two ways to say bullshit. Bull and shit, right? Okay? Then you can go bull and shit. Okay. Sign language. Now, so when I go, you know what I'm saying? Bullshit. Okay. Just want to put that out there for those who speak sign language. I learned a couple of things. I hope I did it correctly. And if I did, please let me know in the comments. But no, the last thing I want to say is check us out, man. Please check out Unscripted. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time, me and Frankie will break down 22 to the end of the bracket. I think there's like 10 picks left. So we'll finish off the first round of the NFL mock draft. We'll finish that off. And then we'll probably talk some current events, probably talk some March Madness, World Baseball Classic. I mean, we'll pick and choose, and we'll have a good time with it during that hour from 1 to 2 tomorrow. So check us out then. And then also check out what Frankie's doing over on Twitter with Unscripted Guys, all one word, Unscripted Guys. And then on TikTok, what Logan is doing with Unscripted Sports, all one word. Check us out. Gonzo, that's all I got, bro.
Well, let me just say, fucking Twitter's been kicking my ass because I've been trying to stay on top of all these free agent signings and shit like that. It's really hurting my thumbs to go on Twitter and just keep going and going and going. But yeah, Jay's right. Go on Twitter and check us out on Unscripted Guys. My final thoughts. I got a couple. My first one is, everybody have a good weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Also, they say World Baseball Classic tomorrow. Team USA going up against, I think it's Venezuela. Getting ready to knock off Jose Altuve so we can send him back to Houston and get ready for the season for Jay, because Jay's been crying and hopefully, he wants his players back. My second one is got to go to Philly Sports Guy. All right, I've been quiet about this all morning. Okay, I went on this morning to the Mac and Jack Sports Show. I checked them out, and they were talking, and I let our boy Keith Angle know. If you guys don't know Keith Angle, he's a really good dude. I get good connections with him. Keith Angle, he's a Patriot fan. I was there to tell him about the Mike Gesicki signing.
You say Keith Angle? Is that Kurt's brother?
No, it's Keith Angle with the E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does a lot with Northeast Streaming Sports.
But to Philly Sports Guy, I said that, and Philly Sports Guy comes out, he's just like saying, the Philly's gonna go, because we play the Philadelphia Eagles this year. He's just saying, which means, Jay, we will be, hopefully we'll be facing the Dallas Cowboys this year. But he's just going and saying, Philadelphia is gonna go ahead and beat the New England Patriots. And I gotta call bullshit. I'm gonna call bullshit because you know what? The Eagles didn't sign. They've been signing a couple players here and there, but the Eagles are not the Eagles of last year. All right, they're not the Eagles of last year. We're not worried about the Eagles. If anything, the Eagles should be worried about the entire NFL at this point. Yes, you guys still have Jalen Hurts. Yes, you still got what's his name, freaking AJ Brown and all these other people. Ain't nobody nervous about the Eagles anymore. Right? If anything, anybody was only nervous about your guys' defense, and you lost everyone. You lost everyone. And out of all those people you signed, it was only about 2 or 3 people that you re-signed from last year's defense. So nobody's worried about the Eagles. Philly Sports Guy. Also, keep going, Patriot. Bill Belichick, keep signing these people. DeAndre Hopkins wanted to get out of Arizona. Let's go get him. Come on. Send that second round pick.
All right, my final thoughts. Check out the ASAP Network new mobile app. Google Play Store on Android, Roku, Amazon. You can get on Fire Stick. It's also on the LG smart TVs as well now, and then it'll be on Apple here real soon. Go check that out. All the shows that you get on the network, you can get on demand there on the mobile app, and then also join us here in about 15 minutes or so for Easy Money, a sports betting show, and then tonight. 8 o'clock, got the sports happy hour. Then at 11 p.m. Eastern, GSR Gonzo Sports Room. But we appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room, at the All Sports All Plays Network, and at Unscripted. Also, like and follow on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. All Sports All Plays Network and Unscripted. I know on Twitter it's Unscripted Guys, not just Unscripted. We appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you guys Monday for another episode of the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. Hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday.